Now we start with 1 hour chart. First of all, if we refer to our analysis, in my last video, we mentioned that because we have been looking for sell from this when the price was here. Okay, from this correction, we get a down move. That's why when the price was here, I mentioned anyone is in this sell, they should move their stop loss to break even, or better, we take out the trade because I mentioned is the way it's moving is not that fast. Okay, and the question was, since we get the breakout of this, can we look for this correction for one more drop? Because we have been putting this one in relative to this for one move up. That's why the question was how deep this one can go. And the question was whether this one is relative to this to get the internal correction for one more drop. Then we put this one in relative to this for continuation. This is what we have been looking for. All right, and the way it's moving, we want to see whether it is a mostly is a correction for one more drop. If we get one more drop, any reversal, we will look for buy. Okay, even we mentioned this one can continue and break this low, but we prefer if we get the reversal, we would break this low. Okay, and how about if this is the start of the reversal? Anyway, we start with forward chart. We see what we have there. We have nothings. I mean, when I when I say nothings, I mean is similar to our last analysis, no much changes. The only thing is this one, okay, and we are looking for this correction. We want the price to break this top, and which we're looking for 235. Okay, now I want to see how we can trade it. First of all, if we move to 1 hour chart, as I mentioned, if we consider this one as a correction for one more drop, for example, similar to what we have here, if we want to look for sell, I prefer the price continue and break the top. Then from there, any reversal with a short move, maybe some lower time frame with flag, we can look for sell. Or if we want to have entry below this, let the price break the top. Any sharp move down, we take the trade by having entry below this. Okay, having entry below this can be 203. Okay, and what we want the price sharply break. Sharply drop, break, and continue. If the price tag which is not moving, we take out the trade. But traders should know that easily the price can tag and reverse. Even tag drop a bit, then reverse. Okay, if they know how to manage, they should take. But mostly, if we what we're looking for, if we get the correction for one more drop, we want the price break and continue. By the way, if we take the trade within 1 or 2 hours not moving, we take out the trade. But if this one turn to a bigger correction and if flag, maybe we can look for sell. That's why we want the price. If we want to look for sell, we want the price to break this top one more time. Okay, and how about if this one turned to a correction for buy? Okay, then in that case, if we move to 15 minutes, maybe it will be more clear. The only times we can look for buy, if the price without break the top, give us one more drop, then we can look at the correction for buy. Then we see whether we can get a trade setup. I don't think so we can get a really good trade setup. That's why the only option will be having entry above the top. Price break, we put in this one in relative to this with the breakout of the top. Again, is really risky. In both options, if you want to trade is really risky. Okay, and the best thing is if we get one more drop, then from there we look for buy. This is what I prefer personally. If the price continue from here, I think trading from this, I'm not really interested unless this one to turn to a bigger correction. Again, even we call a bigger correction can, if we go for the bigger correction, easily the price can break this low. That's why if there is a continuation, maybe next flag, I will look for buy, not here. Unless I see the changes. And if this one turn to correction for one more drop, maybe we can look for sell, then from there we look for buy. But beside that, how about if this one drop, give us a flat? Mostly we can look for sell. That's why I mentioned easily the price can drop, even retest this low and reverse. If we get this flat, can give us better confirmation for the down move. But the question is whether we get or not, we are not sure. Okay, that's why we wait for this and see how this one can form. If is a corrective, maybe we can look for sell, or similar to what we have here. We get this up move, price drop, give a correction, sell. But again, the way it dropped was rarely corrective. Even if we get the sell, we couldn't stay with this sell. For example, with the breakout of this low. All right. That's why I made this one. If we get the sell, if this is not moving, we don't stay with the trade. We just take out the trade after 1 or 2 hours. Anyway, we just follow the chart and see how we can trade here. If I see any update, I will share. Thanks.